At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off from Acrisure. Has this at the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Coming out throwing is Williams. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Williams from the gun. Deep down the right sideline, it's his running back making the catch. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Headed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Throwing again on second, Williams. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, then completions follow.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Throw caught by his running back. And he's brought down after a short gain. And this one won't get close. They make the stand and force that turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down. Offense in the hurry up here. Russ now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
Throwing on third, Wilson. He just kept going their own way, and that's going to cost them. That is a safety. I thought we were coming here to call an NFL game today, partner, but this has me smelling peanuts and hot dogs. This is starting more like a baseball game. We got a 2-0 score here, still in the first.
Kind of like a little pitcher's duel, too, right? I mean, just one of these games, and if it starts this way, who knows where it goes from here, but I do know this. It's a confidence builder for a defense. When a defense can go out there and not just get a stop, but put points on the board, man, does that usually infuse them with energy to come. When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Williams on the play action. On the move, headed right. And the Steelers get home. They drop him. And he's taken out of bounds behind the line. That's going to be a sack. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again following the sack. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Williams with third and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll take that kind of passing from the rookie out of USC. He gets him the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Backed up now after the penalty. It's third down. Working from the gun, Williams has the connection to Adunze. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
So on fourth down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. Carney's kick is good. And that will add to their score.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, here we go.
They'll start the drive with Warren. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. Warren once more. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here's 2nd and 7. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And this one doesn't go far. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at 3rd and 6 here. Shotgun snap to Fields. Warren's got it, complete. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Fields now on 4th. Escapes the pocket. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers will take the interception back across midfield before they finally track him down. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
On 2nd down, Warren escapes a defender, and he's able to work this down to the 41. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Fields now on 3rd. To the sideline it goes. He makes the play. Pass caught. Both feet are down. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
Don't jump, ready?
Warren here from the gun. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
They'll go again with Warren. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon. Offense up to the line fast. Fields out of the gun. Throw complete to Warren. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Steelers 1st down. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he's brought down for a loss. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Out of the shotgun, Fields. He's on the move. He takes it himself. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers get some late points and the lead. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers take a slim 2-point lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Starting from the 5. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Moore's got it. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here. Completed over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. To throw, Williams. That's into the hands of Moore. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a Chicago 1st down. Putting a receiver in motion. First down throw by Williams. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Williams from the gun. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely. Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. So on fourth down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. He was money on his first field goal, Brock. His second coming a little inside of 50 yards.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Return starts from the goal line. They crush him right along the 20. That is where their offense is going to take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Right.
Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Working quickly here. Throwing from the gun. The Bears close it in, and they'll get him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Fields now, 3rd and long. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he goes out of bounds, just short of the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go. Hey, Ken.
They give to Harris from the gun. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Here we go. Good.
From the 42. Has him on the quick hitter. What a hit, and the ball's loose. But it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, Kate, there was a memory burns into my dad, high school coach's memory forever. And that was after winning a game, losing coach comes over and says, Mike, I think it's sometimes better to be lucky than good. No, my dad was good. In this case, the runner, he was lucky. He was lucky the sideline saved him as that ball bounces harmlessly out of the way.
Second and 10 now. Forced out to his right. Caught by Freiermuth. And And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short-yard gain. To find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. It's a perfect play to break it big.
It's Harris on the option. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Offense in the hurry up here. Fields to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. A dose of the hurry up offense here. Here he is on 3rd and long. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Here comes Chris Boswell in the Steelers field goal unit. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. Dicker connects there, and they've taken back the lead.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Tyler Scott now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. The Steelers calling their first timeout, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. This our last play of the quarter. Williams to throw on first. Komet brings it in. And he's going to end up out of bounds, which will end our 3rd quarter. Just 1 quarter. Second and 3 now. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. Second and 3 now. From the 34. Looking screen, but they intercept it. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Point after try upcoming to make this a 2-score game here in the 4th. It's no good. A needed extra point is off the mark. They certainly missed a chance there to make this a 2-score ball game. Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Scott now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10. After the pick, here's Williams. That throw finds Komet. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Offense up to the line fast. First down, Williams. Completed here to Komet. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down. play fake. Williams. Now he'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Cameron Sutton has the INT.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Warren's got it, complete. And he's taken down at the 30. Working quickly here. They send the tight end in motion. Shotgun handoff to Warren. And his charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Here we go.
This is Harris on second down. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Short side option here. He's running left. And he's going to take this down inside the 25 before being stopped. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. So here's Chris Boswell in a high-pressure spot. 1 for 1 so far. This is from 40. Dicker connects there. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they face second down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
60 back, yeah, 60 back. Here we go.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. That's caught, Keenan Allen. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Flush down now to his left.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
From the 33 on second down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Now thrown in the direction of DJ Moore. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Here he is to throw. That's caught for the first. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. Still one more in their pocket to use. Only one timeout remaining. They've got to work quickly here. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying again following the sack. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
An individual player taking over a drive isn't limited to just skilled players on the offense. If a defender gets in a groove like this, he can wreck a drive single-handedly with his pass rush. That is back-to-back sacks for him now. And it sure seems like whatever move he's throwing out there, it's working.
So the Steelers come in